Namaste and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to May monthly horoscopes. You can check these predictions on the base of Lagna, Sun or Moon. But according to Brihadsparashara Hora Shastra, we have to check the transits through the moon only. But it depends. You can check 3 signs also. People ask me again and again whether we have to check Sun or Moon or Lagna. You can check all these 3 signs. The specialty of this month is Jupiter transit to Taurus. It will happen on May 1st. But in order to enjoy the full results of Jupiter transit, Jupiter has to progress through its degrees. This month, you may not be see a lot of results, but gradually, as the transit progress, you will be finding the results. So let's see what each signs are destined to go through during the month of May. Aries. The month may start a bit slow for you because when the month starts, Mars and Mercury will be in Pisces. You know, both the planets, they are not very comfortable in the sign of Pisces because Pisces is the sign of isolation and detachment. You may feel that this month is a bit slow, especially on the first 2 weeks. You will start slowly, gradually you will gain speed, then you will gain the full speed from the second week onwards. Your health will be a priority, your physical and mental health. You will be taking due care to be happy, to be physically fit. You will be reading spiritual scriptures. You will be going for yoga or therapy. And this first 2 weeks will be ideal for you to heal your emotional wounds. Especially in the last week of April, you went through some emotional crisis, but this is the time to heal them, to revive yourself, rejuvenate yourself. So there will be some therapy or prayer sessions where you will identify your issues and heal it. There will be foreign collaborations. There will be communication with the people from the foreign land. You may even go to the hospitals and visit people there. You will meet somebody from the foreign lands. And the sun will be in Aries. Venus also will be in Aries. So even though your emotions are a bit down, you are emotionally not very charged, your body will be asking you to take up a lot of activities because for you, your first house will be charged. You will make new plans for your personal and professional life. You will try to start a new project. You will meet new people for sure during this month. You will meet new people. You will have new business ideas. You will start new business projects. About love life also, this is a very important time for single Aries. They will be visible in the public platforms because sun is in the first house. It will make you visible. Venus will increase your charm. You will look for new haircut. You will try to buy new properties to improve your look. You may even go for a beauty treatment. You will have new plans. Once sun moves into the second house, Jupiter will be there, Mercury will be there, Venus will be there. So your career also will gain a lot of importance because second house indicates career also. It indicates earnings. So your expenses also can increase. You will have a lot of gains also, but there will be less balance between gains and expenses. So you have to focus on saving some money. Otherwise, you will be spending a lot. Especially when Jupiter is in the second house. It is a planet for expansion and magnification. Sun is a fiery planet. Venus is the planet for expensive lifestyle. All these things will make your life a bit complex regarding your finances. At the same time, you will get new job opportunities, freelance projects, part-time projects, contracts also. If you are an unemployed Aries, this is the right time to go for an interview, find a new job. You will surely get it. If your Mahadasha and Antardasha is supporting second house or first house or 10th house, 5th house, 11th house, 7th house, 9th house, you will surely get a job during this time. So this month will be starting slow, but eventually it will gain the pace, and you have to be physically prepared for that. When the second house is activated, you will be focusing on learning new things like certifications or on job training. You will feel like, you will have to improve your self-worth, because second house indicates self-worth also. For that, you will focus on improving your beauty, knowledge. At the same time, you will have some arguments within your family and at work also, thinking that others are not giving you due respect, but that can be your kind of illusion. So take things practically, take advice from your mentors, or be submissive to your mentors. Then you will understand the right opportunities. The second house indicates dining also. You need to be very you need to have a good diet, because malefic sun is there, so your digestive system can respond in a bad way. So make sure you are taking only the right food, right diet, and freshly cooked meals. Otherwise there will be some kind of allergies or food poison kind of things. And this is a good time to go for eye health checkup, or dental health checkup, or any kind of beauty treatment phase, like pimple treatment or facials. So this month you will totally dedicate yourself for improving your physical and mental health, to improve your self-worth. And I wish you all the best for the month of May. Taurus, this is a very special month for you, because on the 1st of May itself, Jupiter will be moving to your sign. It will give you a lot of visions, a lot of ideas, new beginnings. When the month starts, Mars and Mercury will be in the 11th house. 11th house, it is a house of hopes, wishes, and gains. Mars will be in that 11th house for a long time. So for a long duration, you will be focusing on your personal life, your goals, your long-term profits, long-term commitments, and your plans. This transit will give you new friends, argument with friends, teamwork, charity programs, and all. Unemployed Taurus natives will have the best opportunities to find a job. If your Mahadasha and Andadasha is supporting a job, you will surely get it. Otherwise, you have to wait. There will be a lot of communication within the teams, teamwork. You will be communicating with your siblings, especially elder siblings and those people whom you consider that like an elderly sibling. You will be communicating with them. They will give you advice. You will be working in those domains which requires a lot of advanced technology. And those who work in edtech, fintech, that kind of companies will have new opportunities also. If you want to look for a team change, you can ask for that, or a team change will naturally developing around this time. Sun will be in the 12th house for some time. So when sun is there, you have to focus on your desires, your thoughts, your mental health, your physical health. Because 12th house indicates isolation and detachment. Even though you are spending entire day with your friends, by the end of the day, you will have that kind of lonely feeling in your mind. You will feel lonely. But this is a good time to make some plans for your upcoming days. The universe will send you a lot of dreams where you will get some ideas. See, whenever the universe is sending a dream, when the 12th house is charged, those dreams will be meaningful, insightful, and you have to understand those dreams. The signals which universe is sending, those signals will be helping you to make better plans for your future. So for the 2 weeks, sun will be in the 12th house. That time, try to improve your physical health, your mental health. Spend some time in prayer, meditation. Share your worries with learned people. There are so many people around us. They all cannot be your well-wishers. So find a well-wisher. It can be a professional psychologist or healer also. You can share your worries. This is the time to refresh yourself, erase all those negativity in you, to come out as a great person, to come out as a successful person, especially encash your Jupiter transit. From the second week onwards, Sun will be working together with Jupiter, Venus, Mercury. All the planets will be in your first house. It will make you a bit distracted. When too much of planets are in your first house means the head area, cranium area. It is the totality of your horoscope. So you have a lot of thoughts, you have a lot of plans, and you can naturally get distracted. At times you may feel that you have migraine or headache, or when Mercury transit through the first house, you will surely get distracted, because Mercury is the planet for multitasking. So you will think that you have a lot of work to do, what to do and what not to do, how to do. So you have to make a plan, because Jupiter is going to stay in this house for 1 year. So you will get a long time to plan things. So this is the beginning. I mean, May will be the starting point of that time. New people will come to you. You will have new business plans. You will have personal life. When Venus is there, you will be able to attract attention from others. So single Taurus natives will get a lot of opportunity to grab attention, to start a new love life. Even if married, Taurus natives will be able to assess how their marital life is, then to make necessary changes. This transit will project you in front of others, so make sure your activities are truly righteous. After all, Jupiter is the planet for dharmic code of conduct. That is the planet for purity, righteousness. So your signature, when people look at you, they should see that you are a righteous person, you are a very spiritual person. So you will naturally, when you follow that kind of path, you will naturally get that kind of blessings. Especially when Sun is your Lagna, you will be exposed if you do something wrong. So make sure you are using this transit in a very progressive way. I wish you all the best. Gemini, when the month opens, you will have a lot of activities about your career. From the last month onwards, from the last days of the last month onwards, you had some projects. You were having some concerns regarding your career, but you will be able to settle all those things during this month. Mars and Mercury will be impacting your career. Both are busy planets, both are the planets of action. So you will find a lot of work related stress also will come with that. When you have a lot of work, naturally you will be stressed out. So make a good plan for your career. Unemployed Geminis should use this opportunity, because whenever any planet transits over your 10th house, you will have lot of responsibilities regarding your career, especially multitasking. Mercury is the planet for teaching, preaching, counseling, writing, blogging. So whomever work in these domains will find some or other opportunities to be engaged with. They will have multitasking, multiple projects. And Mars indicates action. So those who work in sports, athletics, those who work as soldiers or administration will have a lot of work. So this is a very action-oriented month for Gemini person. You will get opportunities to go for interviews, job-related debates. At the same time, due to the stress, you can get angry with your bosses, with your colleagues. Make sure you are not like that. You're not doing that, because you are a Gemini. You want to talk, you want to act, you are a social butterfly. You cannot sit idle. And Mars is conjuncting your Lagna Lord or the Moon Lord. Then you will have a lot of worries, and you have a lot of restlessness. So make sure where to spend the energy. Otherwise, all the plans can go haywire. So make sure you are making a plan for this month. Even though Mercury will be moving out from this house by the second week, Mars will be in the 10th house. Whenever Mars is in the 10th house, despite the sign, it will be in a very exalted mode, because in the natural zodiac wheel, 10th house is the natural exaltation point for the Mars. For entire month, you will be in a very charged mode. Make sure you are not misusing the energy. And Mars will be aspecting the 4th house also. So you have to distribute the energy equally at home as well as work. Your family members also will need you. There will be a kind of real estate deals, or construction, renovation, or family meetings and all that. So you may feel that the universe is dragging you into different directions. Sun will be in the 11th house for some days, and Venus also will be there. This is a very good time to go for teamwork. See, everything will be originated from the 10th house. Eventually, that energy will go into the 11th house. You will have teamwork. You will be engaging with many projects. Whenever Sun is in the 11th house, it will make you very egoistic, because Sun is the planet for ego. You will feel that you know everything, you know the best, but you need to control that ego. Otherwise, you will not be able to enjoy the teamwork or make benefit of the teamwork. But the Sun will show you whether your plans are good. You are working on some long-term plans, whether they are going to give you good benefits or not. So accordingly, you will make adjustments. When Venus is in the 11th house, you will be communicating with a lot of people from the opposite gender. You will be group of WhatsApp. You will be the part of WhatsApp groups, online community, offline community. Team ventures will be the signature of the solar transit through the 10th house. So, sorry, 11th house. In addition to that, you will find opportunity to join new team. It can be from professional sector or personal sector. Your elder siblings will be inquisitive about your life. You will be taking advice from them. Some business ventures with team members can come up. Entertainment programs, social gatherings, foreign collaborations, all will come. From the second week onwards, like the Sun, Venus, Mercury, and Jupiter all will be in the 12th house. Jupiter will be in the 12th house for the entire 1 year. And only Venus likes to be in the 12th house among this. Still, you will naturally move into a kind of isolation and detachment from the from the second week onwards. But it is good, because you were so much into action from April onwards. Now you will see whether you were doing the right thing or the wrong thing, where you need to change, what should be your strategy, how is your physical health. You want to improve your health, you want to improve your physical health, mental health. And from the last second week of May onwards, you will be focusing on improving your health and happiness. You will try to solve the emotional issues. You will go for prayer, hospital visit. You will go for foreign collaboration. So this month will be there will be a lot of energy change. Like first few days you will be very happy, very energetic, but from the second week onwards you'll be feeling a bit low, but that's okay. You will recover it from June onwards. I wish you all the best. Cancer. When the month starts, Mars and Mercury will be in the 9th house. Venus and Sun will be in the 10th house. From the second week onwards, Jupiter, Sun, Venus, and Mercury will be in the 11th house. This is a very, very good month for Cancer natives. As the part of Mars and Mercury transit, foreign collaborations will come up. It will be like you moving into a foreign country for settlement or for just pleasure trips or just a routine travel. If you are a frequent flyer, you will have such opportunities during this month. Foreign collaborations, you will get projects from the foreign lands. Those who work in teaching, preaching, counseling, writing, blogging, vlogging and all will have a lot of opportunities, because 9th house indicates these things. Media and publishing domain will be very active. If you are working in those domains, you will surely have work. Travel and ticketing agents, they will have a lot of work. Students will be able to go for new courses, write exams. Teachers will have new projects. On-job training can be there, off-job training can be there. Studies will be an important thing during this month. Even though Mercury will leave Cancer from the second week onwards, Mars will be in this sign, this house for a long time. So spirituality, spiritual trips, spiritual debates, prayer meetings will be there throughout the month. Fatherly figures, mentors, gurus will have a say in your life. They will come with many ideas. It will be good if you are submissive to them, because ninth house indicates house of God. So the God will send signals through your teachers, your guides, your mentors, your gurus, fatherly figures. Moreover, ninth house indicates submission. When Mars is there, you may not be feeling very submissive, but it is good always, to be a bit sacrificial, because we cannot achieve everything which we want, and little bit of sacrifices are also good for our personal growth. It will show the real value of our life. And Sun and Venus, when they are in the 10th house, career will be important. You will have new job. Unemployed Cancer natives will have job opportunities. Interviews will be there. Those who work in arts, business, administration, government will have important projects. Family meetings will be there. Real estate deals, constructions, renovation, relocation. You can expect those things also. If your Mahadasha and Antardasha is supporting a career, new job, you will get that new job. At the same time, Sun and Venus both are indicators of father. So father or powerful authorities. When Sun is there in the 10th house, it will make you very egoistic, but please make sure you are not misusing your power, or please try to be understanding, and so that you can make use of these opportunities. After the second week, Mercury, Sun and Venus will be in the 9th house. All these planets will bring new long-term projects. See, Jupiter is going to be in this house for the next 1 year. Long-term projects, long-term friends, long-term profits. But you have to maintain peace within the groups, because Sun and Jupiter conjunction can make you highly egoistic, and it can be very bad for your team projects. If you want to enjoy the team projects, if you want to be happy within the teamwork, if you want to get the gains, please understand others, respect others' work also. You will participate in group events, personal and professional. Romance is also a big possibility, because Venus is there. You will be communicating with opposite genders. Then teamwork, you will be able to join a new team. So many possibilities will be arising from this Mars transit. I wish you all the best. Leo, during this month, you will have to look at many things. There will be various different things where you need to invest your energy so that you can handle this month effectively. And the first priority goes to your financial matters. When the month starts, Mars and Mercury will be in Pisces. Mercury will be moved out from Pisces after some time, but Mars will be in Pisces for a long time. And we all know that Pisces rules your 8th house. Mars is the natural ruler of the 8th house, but Mars doesn't like to be in Pisces. Mars indicates financial liabilities. When it is in the 8th house of finances, you will have to be very careful when you do a financial transaction. The 8th house indicates what? It indicates finances, others' money, shared resources, partnership, emotional events, sudden changes. So you will have sudden need of money. May not for yourself, for somebody else, but you need to be financially prepared for that. Most of the cases I have seen, the financial needs which suddenly arises will project a situation where you are forced to take a loan. Make sure you are not accumulating loans. Please be ready for medical expenses also. That doesn't mean that you will be going to have any huge medical expenses, but may not for yourself, for somebody else. There are chances of such sudden events. Loans, taxes, PF, insurance. Such transactions will be coming upon May. Partnership. If you are into a partnership which are not known to others, make sure you are not taking any risk with that, because you are a sun ruled lagna, naturally egoistic, and you don't want anyone to question your plans or your lifestyle. But when Mars is in the 8th house, your partner can be very aggressive. They will ask you what you are doing with the money, what are you doing with your personal life, and you may not like such questions. So arguments based on money and your personal life can arise. That wouldn't be a good or sweet experience. 8,000 indicates emotional needs. It indicates various kind of healing, like therapy, psychology therapy, or tarot, numerology, astrology. You will naturally get shifted to these things. You will naturally get attracted to these things. You may go for a astrology reading or tarot reading, but there will be some kind of emotional disturbances in your mind. It is very normal during Martian transit, any malefic transit through the 12th house. Especially Pisces is a moksha sign. 8th house is also a moksha house. So this is a month to spend more time in spiritual activities, so that you can get clear direction on what to do, what step you must take. In addition to that, Sun and Venus will be in Aries. Aries rules 9th house, which is the house of dharma. So for the entire first 3 weeks, the stress on spirituality is very high. So make sure, even if you are a rational, it will be good if you read philosophical texts, or for an experimentation, it will be good if you read spiritual text or some text written by a philosopher to understand the meaning of your life, to read about creation, how the universe works mysteriously. You will get foreign collaborations. You may travel to foreign lands during this month. Teaching, preaching, counseling, traveling, all will be part of this month. Those who work as vloggers, bloggers, all will be getting many opportunities during this month. In addition to that, students will learn new things. Teachers will have new projects. Those who work in media and publishing also will have new projects. Your fatherly figures, mentors, all will have a say in your life this month. It will be always good if you take advice from these people whenever the 9th house is activated. Sun and Venus both indicates fathers. Both planets indicates father in astrology. So they are in the house of fathers. So fatherly figures, their health, their life will be of utmost importance. Make sure you are submissive to them. After second week, Sun, Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, all will be in the 10th house. So for the next 1 year, your career will be a center theme of your life. And the beginning will start from May onwards. New job can come. New projects can come up. There will be communication with your team leader or manager. Those who work in teaching, preaching, counseling, arts, communication, administration, government, all will have projects. If you want to write a government exam, this is the right time to do that. This month is actually a bit complex, but if you are focusing on a spiritual nature, you will have a good month. Along with that, there will be real estate deals, family gatherings, travels, family discussions. A lot of things will be there. I wish you all the best. Virgo. For the entire month, your relationships will be very important, because throughout the month, Mars will be in Pisces. For the first 2 weeks, Mars and Mercury will be in Pisces. Sun and Venus will be in Aries. And from the second week onwards, Sun, Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, all these planets will be in Taurus. On May 1st itself, Jupiter will be in Taurus, which rules your 9th house. Whenever the 9th house is triggered, you will naturally be very optimistic, very happy. At the same time, you can also be a little complacent. So let's see what Mars and Mercury are going to do when they are in the seventh house. Mars and Mercury, they both are in Pisces. Pisces is a water sign. Both the planets do not like to be in this sign. That shows you have to be very careful with your relationship. Let it be let it be a personal relationship like marriage, love, or a business relationship. You have to be very careful. Mars is a fast planet, Mercury is also a fast planet. So your communication will be very fast, very intense. Especially you are a Virgo Lagna, you will not hesitate to speak the truth without love. That is the problem. If you are speaking the truth with love, that will not create much damages. But when you speak the truth without love, with a lot of intensity, then there will be crisis in the relationships. Moreover, Mars is too forceful in the seventh house because Mars likes to be in the seventh house where it has to deal with all the people. Its duty is that only. But how it is handling the relationship, that's what matters. So make sure you are not triggering anybody. You yourself is not very aggressive because both Mars and Mercury are aspecting your first house. So make sure you are not aggressive while dealing with your spouse or partner or your love interest. There will be public meetings like, wedding parties, engagements, or professional meetings also. Throughout the month, Mars will be bringing multiple meetings like, it can be from personal life or professional life, business networking, long trips, getting a new role, because 7th house indicates Pada Prapti. Whenever 7th house is activated, you will get a new role. Your Pada Prapti will be activated. If your Mahadasha and Andadasha is activating the 7th house, during this time you will get a new role, like, you are working as a tester, now you are going to be a software engineer, or you are working as a HR intern, you will get you will continue, you complete your probation time and you will become a HR manager, like that. Sun and Venus will be triggering the 8th house of finances, and both the planets have difficulty in being in the 8th house because it is a mysterious house. Venus likes to be in the 8th house, but when it is in the 8th house, it will like to deal with love relationship and money. But Sun doesn't like to be in the 8th house. It will show you the real condition of your financial status. It will bring expenses. Sudden expenses can come up. Sudden events like, you and your partner are talking to each other. Suddenly you are getting triggered and some arguments arising and it brings a complex scenario in the relationship. That kind of sudden events can come up. Sudden financial needs also can come up. So you should be prepared for that. There will be discussions regarding shared resources, tax, PF insurance, communication with your in-laws about money, or your partner can ask, what were you doing with your money? Then you may get some money because whenever Venus is in the 8th house, Venus is a benefic planet, whichever house it may be, it is a benefic planet. It will bring someone to you, and they will give you some money or help you get some money or motivate you, share kind words, and you will be interested in learning spiritual matters like healing practices. This is the time to heal your emotional burdens. Then, from the second week onwards, all the planets, Sun, Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, will be in the ninth house, or foreign collaborations can come up, foreign travel can come up, higher studies, spiritual matters, spiritual practices will come up, prayer meetings, you will go for spiritual meetings, pilgrimages, and there will be teaching, preaching, and counseling for the entire 1 year. Jupiter will be in the ninth house, so you will get support from the God because ninth house indicates the house of God. For that, you will be getting support from God. So you need to be prayerful. Whenever the ninth house is activated, you should be righteous because ninth house indicates submission, law, God, spirituality. So you should be very spiritual to get all these benefic results. Then be obedient to your elderly figures, especially fatherly figures or more mentors and gurus, that will bring, that will multiply the good things. If you are rebellious, the challenges also will get multiplied. And this is a very good time to read, teach, preach, and counsel uh, your people around you, travel long distance, work in foreign collaboration. And this month is a very expansive month for you, and I wish you all the best. Libra. For Libra, your 6, 7, 8 house will be triggered. Mars will be in the 6th house for a long term. For the first 2 weeks, Mercury also will be in the 6th house. So Mars and Mercury will highlight the disputes at workplace. You know, 6th house is a natural negative house. It is a Dusthana house. Mars is there, it is good. But why it is good? Mars will protect you from your colleagues, especially those people whom you consider as your workplace enemies. If Mars has to protect you, then there will be some issues. Then the protection comes. So this workplace will have some disputes. Make sure you are not part of any office politics, workplace gossips, or any. You should not spread any negativity in the workplace, because workplace is very important for our life. We have to work so that we can make money. So if you contaminate the workplace, you will contaminate yourself. You will block your progress. Make sure you try to adjust as much as you can with your colleagues. There will be a lot of competitive programs, like, you know, interviews, sports events, exams. You need to work hard. 6th house indicate competitive events. When 6th house is activated, there will be exams like UPSC, PSC, or interviews, debates. Then please have a very professional relationship with your colleagues. Please don't go around and try to create a personal or emotional connect with your colleagues. You will have short projects, because Mercury is there. Mercury indicates short projects, but there will be plenty of short projects which can make you feel very tired. So your health is also very important. Whenever the 6th houses indicate triggered, you will have to take care of your health. You have to take care of your healthcare practices, new diet, new exercise programs. You may go for, some of you go to a dietitian or a doctor to know which healthcare program is good for you. And 6th house also indicates small animals, and Mercury also indicates small animals. So you will spend more time with your pets. You will spend more time with your uh, pet dog or fishes, or they also will have needs. So Mercury will leave this house after the second week. But Sun and Venus will be in the 7th house for a long time, until the third week. Both the planets are not good to be in the 7th house, especially Venus is the indicator of the 7th house, and Venus is not a very good planet to be in the 7th house, but we may not feel so. So whenever Venus is transiting through the 7th house and Sun is also there, both are opposite energies. Both doesn't like to be. Venus likes to be in the 7th house, but when Venus is in the 7th house, it takes the relationship into a very bad level. And Sun is in the 7th house, it will bring complexities in the relationship. So you have to be very careful with your spouse, your partner, because they will have a lot of needs and you may not identify that. You will become very self obsessed. You will be aware of your own needs in the relationship, and that can negatively trigger your partner. Let it be a business partner or a personal partner from the personal life. You need to adjust with them. You need to understand their needs also. And you will go for parties, functions, networking programs. At work, you may get a new role, new project, because 7th house indicates Pada Prapti. So when the 7th house is triggered, you will get a new role, new new chair, and through networking you will find new people. When Sun and Venus is there, you will be visible in the social sector, so people will come to you. But you know, people can have bad intention because Sun is there. Make sure you are not being open about every minute factor about you. Please keep those secrets as your secrets, and please don't post whatever comes to your mind in the social media. I used to do like that, and I had suffered a lot in the past, but now I don't use social media like that. Whenever I have to use some post some important astrology information, then only I post. So make sure you are not crossing the limits when you are in the public sector. Then comes Jupiter transit through your eighth house. Your eighth house will be triggered with the Sun, Venus, Mercury from the second half onwards. So for 1 year, next 1 year, your financial matters will be very important. See, Jupiter is the planet for expansion and magnification. Make sure you are earning a lot. If you are earning a lot, your earnings will be multiplying because Jupiter will be there expanding and multiplying the financial benefits. But if your finance is going through a destructive path, that can also be multiplied by Jupiter, expanded by Jupiter. So make sure you are not crossing the limits while you are spending. This is not a time to, this is not the time to experiment with your finances. This is not the time to take loans. If it is necessary, only you do that. But this is a good time to settle the issues in the tax, PF, and insurance. And part-time business projects can come up, contract projects can come up, sudden expenses also can come up. This is a very tricky transit, and I wouldn't say that this is a very good transit, but this is a good transit to study occult, like tarot, numerology, astrology, and all. When you study these things, you will understand what are you destined for. But all these things have a destructive side also. Jupiter transit through the eighth house can prompt you to explore the destructive side of occult also. See, everything is good when we use within the limit. So make sure you are not using anything beyond the limit. And I wish you all the best. Scorpio. Relationships will be very important during this month. Why, I'll tell you. When the month starts, Mars and Mercury will be in your fifth house. You know, fifth house indicates romance. And from May onwards, Jupiter will be in the seventh house. That also indicates marriage. For marriage, there should be love. Yes, there are people who gets married without love to satisfy the society, especially in India. Parental pressure and peer pressure, but the planet shows when you actually are in love. So Mars is in the fifth house. Mars will be in the fifth house for a long time. So your romantic nature will come up, especially Mars indicates sexual energy, and fifth house indicates fun relationship. In modern astrology, fifth house, when your seventh house is connected to the fifth house, there are higher chances for love marriage. But these days, any house can indicate love marriage. So more chances when your seventh house is connected with the fifth house. Mars is also sexual energy, as I told you before. So you are sexually going to be very active, but make sure when the fifth house is active, it's good if you refrain from getting connected with someone emotionally and physically, because fifth house doesn't show commitment. The relationship shown through the fifth house, its ultimate intention is to produce children. And which activity is needed to produce children? You know what it is. So whichever relationship you are interested in, they will be interested in to have such an activity with you. So it's better not to have any emotional connection or physical connection. Take time to understand the person who is interested in you and whom you are interested, because Mars is there for a long time. Once when Mars move out of this house, you will come to know the real intention of that person. So that is there. You will be spending more time with youth groups. If you are a parent, you will spend more time with children. This is also a good time for studies, because fifth house indicates higher studies, then mantra, tantra. All these things are indicated by the fifth house. So you will be able to study those things. Creativity. Creative programs will come up. You will have a lot of creative ideas. If you are working in creative sector, like, cinema, theater, event management, fashion, you will be able to display your skills. And you can do some business also. But for that, you need to check your horoscope, whether your horoscope shows the skill to promises to make money from the business. Otherwise, I have seen a lot of people today, they will do plastic business. Tomorrow, they will do flower business. Then day after tomorrow, they will do cement business. Finally, they will lose everything. Make sure you are not doing that. Please check whether your horoscope shows the chances to do a business. Not everyone can do a business, because I have seen so many people doing business and getting profits and going into losses also. Fifth house also indicates share market. If you are going to invest in share market, you have to be very careful. Then Sun and Venus will be in the sixth house. Both planets do not like to be in the sixth house. So make sure you are very careful with your colleagues. Please don't share any kind of personal information about you, especially your salary, your relationship. Don't share with them, because they can misuse those information against you, and you will be uh, wondering why you shared them. There will be competitive projects, new job can come up, new projects can come up, interviews can come up. There will be short projects from administration, HR, creative sector. All these projects will be short. Then you have to take care of your health, because 6,000 indicates health also. Sun, sorry, sun needs that, it shows that you need a rejuvenation, you need a renewal, your body needs new kind of medication. Venus also shows that you need to cut off your sugar cravings, you will spend more time with your pets. Some people will adopt new pets. Then Jupiter will be in the seventh house for 1 year. From the second week onwards, Sun, Venus, Mercury all will be in the seventh house. So this time, your relationship also will be important. Jupiter multiplies the chances for relationship. So if you are searching for a partner, you will have multiple ways to find a partner. It can be through online or offline. Some people can start dating. If your Mahadasha and Andadasha is triggering the seventh house, first house, fifth house, 11th house, ninth house, there are chances for marriage. Public programs, business networking can come up, parties, celebrations. You will get a new role at work, new job call, new job responsibilities. All this can come up. I wish you all the best. Sagittarius. Throughout the month, you will be focused on your family matters. Mars and Mercury will be in the fourth house. After some time, Mercury will move out of the fourth house, but Mars will be there. We know Mars indicates real estate deals. Mars is known as Bhumi Putra. In astrology, Mars is the indicator for construction, demolition, real estate deals, and all that. Throughout this month, you will be checking the possibilities of construction, renovation, demolition, buying new home, selling your house, constructing new house, renovating. At the same time, Mars is not the right planet to be in the fourth house. It is not good for family matters. Mars is the planet for aggression. So at times you will be angry with your parents or family members. Family meetings can come up. Family reunion can come up. You may go out to some place. Some people can come from the foreign lands to your place. So there will be a lot of activity in the family related environment. Mars will aspect the 10th house also. So at work also you have a lot of stress. New work can come up, new project can come up. There will be arguments with the managers. That is the one thing. Then Sun and Venus will be in the fifth house. Both the planets likes to be in the fifth house, because Sun is the natural ruler of the fifth house. Venus likes to be in the fifth house because fifth house indicates a lot of Venusian things like arts, creativity, romance, business ventures. This month you will be able to explore your creative skills, work on it, and bring productivity from that. But make sure you are not taking any risk in the business, because Sun can make you very egoistic. Venus is a careless planet. Wherever it is, it will tempt you to explore it in a very unhealthy way up to some extent. So make sure you check, whether you have the promise to do business and to make money from the business. Many people can do business. I can do business. Many people can do business, but are you making money from that? That is the thing. You will attend social gatherings, creative programs. You will go for dating. Romantic conversation will be there. You will find like-minded people, team ventures. Those who work in creative sector will have more projects. Then spending time with children, youth groups, and getting new ideas, learning new skills. All these things will be the part of May. And Jupiter will be in the sixth house for 1 month. 1 year. From the second week onwards, Sun, Mercury, Venus, all will be in the sixth house. So for the entire 1 year, your workplace will be very important. And Jupiter, it has a very bad habit for multiplying the situations. If you are struggling with the work now, if you are not careful, then for the next 1 year, you will have multiple issues in the workplace. So make sure you are not inviting any troubles at your workplace. Make sure you are adjusting with everybody at workplace, and make sure you are not promoting any kind of bad talk at the work. Some people are too much interested in office politics. What is the salary of the colleague, and what is the next plan of the board? That kind of office, intimate office matters, you should not explore. You should only focus on your work. Otherwise, there will be challenges in your workplace progress. Even during one Jupiter transit, I was into some kind of bad talk at my work. I had to quit that job. Not only because of my workplace, because so many people were involved in that activity. So I myself quit that job. Nobody asked me to resign, but I myself had to quit because I was so disturbed with the colleagues. So make sure you are not keeping any kind of gossip party with your colleagues, or you are not interested in other personal matters. Only focus on your work. And if you want to search a new job, this is the right time also. If your Mahadasha and Andadasha is supporting you, sorry, sorry. If your Mahadasha and Andadasha is supporting a new job, you will get it. You will get new colleagues, a big workplace, because Jupiter indicates big place. So you may go from a small company to a big company. You may get a big work device. Your workplace also your office may get shifted into a big space. And about pets also, some of your pets may have medical issues. Some of you adopt a new pet. You will be more interested in pet. If you have one pet, you will get other more pets also. Throughout the year, if you try, you will get a lot of interviews. Your physical health also is very important. This is the time whenever Jupiter is transiting through the sixth house, you will get the alert that your body needs rejuvenation. So this is the time to get a new medical help also. I wish you all the best. Capricorn. This is a very action-oriented month for Capricorn, because throughout the month, Mars will be in your third house. Third house indicates courage. So you will be very courageous during this month. You will have new business ventures. If your horoscope promises that, you will have new business ventures, a lot of short travels, short projects, mainly from preaching, teaching, counseling, writing. You will be working hard to prove your projects better. You will have target projects. Then a lot of communication with your siblings, your neighbors. There will be a lot of activity around you. You may even buy a new electronic device like phone or car, or even a mirror light. So this is a very busy month. This is the month to communicate a lot. You'll be communicating a lot, and due to this excessive work, your health can also get affected. Your ear to hand area can get affected. So if you have some issues like vertigo or a thyroid, then you must go for a checkup. If you have joint pains, excessive joint pains, please check how your sugar level is. And about communication, Mars is there. Mars is not a good communicator. It is a very direct planet. It is a very forceful and aggressive planet. So due to your communication pattern, you can get into arguments with your siblings, your neighbors. So make sure you are communicating properly. Make sure you are not driving in a harsh mode, or you are not taking any risk when you are taking part in sports, because third house can also indicate injuries, because third house is the Bhavat Bhava of the eighth house. Sudden events can come up, like sudden projects can come up, sudden financial needs can come up. Mars indicates finances, and third house is the house Bhavat Bhava of eighth house. So financial needs also can get increased. Your siblings or neighbors, your cousins can ask some money. You will make some plans, some investment plans also. Then your family events also are highlighted because of Sun and Venus. Renovation, decoration, reconstruction, modification, family gatherings, all can come up. The Sun is not a good planet to be in the fourth house, so you will have arguments with your elderly figures, especially if you have an elderly male member in the family. You may argue with him a lot. You have to be very careful with the health of the elderly figures. Venus is a irresponsible planet, so it will make you irresponsible about family matters. That can be one reason for the arguments at home. Then traveling with or without family, pleasure trips can come up, local exploration. Both the planets will be aspecting the 10th house, so you will have some work from creative domain, administration, government, new job opportunities can come up. Your bosses can give you new advice. Some of them can appreciate you also. Jupiter will be in your fifth house for 1 year. So there are chances for childbirth. Those couple who wanted to have a child, this is the right time to plan for a childbirth. And if you are not getting a child for a long time, so this is the time where you realize what the medical issue is and what remedy you should do. Then you will go for dating, because fifth house indicates dating. But dating doesn't mean serious relationship. So don't take any risk. If you want to date, you date, but make sure you are not getting emotionally connected with that person, because after this Jupiter transit, there is no guarantee that that person will be with you. So you need to always protect your emotion, keep a limit, then only go for such things. Your creative abilities will multiply. If you're a housewife, you knew embroidery, and you forgot that you had a skill. When the Jupiter enters into the fifth house, suddenly you saw a YouTube video, somebody is stitching, then suddenly you're interested, started again, and you started a business with the embroidery, or you went to a class to learn this thing, and many people appreciated it. Then you started a YouTube channel where you display your talent. Then you became viral. You got monetization so fast, or you put a put up a shop where you stitch the clothes. So such business ventures can also come up, but make sure your horoscope is promising a business as a profitable job. I see so many people conducting business and they going into losses. For some people, they do a lot of businesses in their lifetime, but finally everything will end in losses. I have seen that a lot. So it's very important to make sure your horoscope support a career in business. Otherwise, you should not take a risk. Share market professionals also make sure you get a lot of illusionary ideas, as Jupiter is the planet for expansion and magnification. You may feel this company is going to make profit, but it can be otherwise. So well, learn according to the trend. This month, none of the planets is retrograding, other than Pluto, but that is through Aquarius. Yes, Aquarius is also showing share market, but that's okay. Still, you have to be very careful with that. Then there will be new team events, learning sessions. So this is a very productive month for you. So make sure you are physically energetic to go through all these things. I wish you all the best. Aquarius, during this month, you will be focused on your personal life, because second, third, and fourth house will be very much active, especially your financial matters. The second house will be very active with Mars, and this is not a very good transit, because Mars indicates financial liabilities. Second house indicates finances, your self worth, ego, and all. Diet also. Mars indicates financial liabilities, so your financial liabilities can increase. So make sure you are not experimenting with your savings. Second house indicates savings, so you will get tempted to make new financial plans, but this is not the right time for that. If you are too stubborn about taking new investment plans, that is surely purely should be based on your intuition, and a risk astrologer is not liable for that. This is the time when people come to you with wrong investment plans, like today you invest 100 rupees, tomorrow you will get 1000 rupees, like MLM. There are many people who invested money in such MLM projects. Please don't invest in MLM, whichever company it is. They will eventually end in uh, fraudulence and losses only. There are many proven examples, but people will not learn about them. When mass transit through the second house, arguments can happen. Like you may feel that nobody is respecting you. Let it be your family, let it be your colleagues. That kind of ego clashes can come in. At the same time, this is a very good time to get part-time projects, freelance projects, contract projects out of your ego. Aquarius natives has a problem. They are always planning for a long term, but they lack execution. They don't have that execution, the power to execute. They keep on planning. Today they have a plan for 10 years. Tomorrow they will restructure that plan. Third day they have another plan for 20 years. But finally, after 10 years also, they will be planning. They will not execute it. You should understand your weakness. So make sure these small projects can give you financial stability. So do not ignore them, thinking that they are against your nature. They are just for 2 weeks or 1 month or 1 year. They are not according to your taste. Please don't do that. I have seen so many such Aquarius people who lost magnificent opportunities in their life. So think about this. You are a person who Aquarius indicates long term plans. Yes, you can plan long term. But who knows, if you go through these contractual projects or 1 year, 2 weeks project, then you get some ideas to better execute your long term plans. Then there will be expenses, of course, mass is there, but control your expenses. Control your communication also. Second house indicates speech also. So make sure you are not talking in a very aggressive manner. Already Aquarius people's communication is very difficult to understand because they are from the future. We normal people are living in the present. You are bringing the futuristic ideas. Normal people are wondering what this person is talking. So control your communication, especially when Mercury is there. Mercury and Mars is making you very aggressive in speech, trying to stamp your own intelligent moves. But yes, take some time. Okay, then Sun and Venus will be in your third house. Both the planets are okay with being in the third house. Venus, especially Venus, likes to be in the third house. There will be a lot of short projects from teaching, preaching, counseling, communication with siblings. You will go for communication with siblings, traveling with them, traveling alone for local exploration, for pleasure trips, 1 day trips, or official trips. Then blogging, learning, writing exams, buying new electronic devices, then networking. A lot of activity will be there, and these activities can make you a bit tired. So take care of your health, especially neck to hand area. If you have vertigo or joint pain, then you should not rely on home remedies, like apply some mustard oil. Not like that. If you have uncontrollable issue, then you should go to a medical doctor. Then Jupiter will be in the fourth house for 1 year. Jupiter likes to be in the fourth house. The moksha thing will get, moksha need will be increasing because fourth house is moksha. Jupiter is a spiritual planet. It has to do a lot of things like teaching you spiritual matters. You will be learning spiritual activity, going for spiritual activities, renovation, decoration. Jupiter likes to be in the fourth house. It will multiply the family matters, like bringing new people into your home through marriage, through childbirth. Your cousins can get married. You will spend more time with your family. You will take more responsibilities with your family. Your reputation among your family members will increase. You will be known as a very responsible person. At the same time, you can be a bit complacent also. And this is a good time to have a good bond between your family members. You may get a new house. You will buy big devices, big table, big car. Suppose you are having a nano, then you will buy a what do you say, Jaguar for your house. Sudden kind of events can come up. So this is an okay month for you. I wish you all the best. Pisces. For Pisces, this is a very eventful month because Mars will be in your sign. Your ruler Jupiter will be moving into your third house. Your second house also will be activated. Firstly, you want to have a forward motion. But Mars is in your sign. Mars doesn't like to be in a water sign. So there will be some hiccups like, physical issues, emotional issues. You need a lot of divine support during this month. So make sure prayer and meditation is a part of your life. You will have new beginnings in personal life and professional life, but for that you need a lot of energy. Mars will, uh, what do you say, absorb your a lot energy because it wants to act. So go for some physical exercises, take a rest. You will have a lot of dreams. These dreams will carry signals for the future. You will meet new people. People will notice you whenever any planet is in Lagna. People will notice you. So this is a kind of complex situation, yet you will be able to manage it. Sun and Venus will be in the second house. Both planets are not very happy to be in the second house because second house indicates a lot of responsibilities. You have to take your family responsibility, career responsibility, responsibility of your speech, your finances, your health. Sun is a fiery planet, Venus is the planet for gains as well as expenses. So there will be gains as well as expenses, but there wouldn't be a balance. So please make sure you are making a good plan for your finances. This is not a time to invest in any new plans because you will not be able to identify what is the right plan for you. So make sure you are keeping everything on hold, learn it, discuss with your financial counselor. But this is a good month to settle your financial liabilities. New job opportunities can come up, new part-time projects, contract projects, freelance projects. Then there will be some arguments with your family as well as your colleagues. New diet can come up. You will be very much focused about your appearance, especially second house indicates facial area. So you'll be concerned about uh, your facial beauty. You will go for eye treatment, dental treatment, pimple treatment, facial. You may buy new dresses. You will try new haircut. These are the things. Sudden expenses also can come. Jupiter will be in the third house for 1 year. From the second week onwards, Sun, Mercury, and Venus will be in the second house, third house. So there will be a lot of short travels. Multiple business plans will come up, but Jupiter is not good in the third house because third house is the Marna Karaka Bhava for Jupiter. So I wouldn't recommend during doing a business all of a sudden when Jupiter is in the third house. But there will be a lot of traveling, pleasure trips, communication with siblings. You will get more friends, new neighbors can come up. You will get new cousins through cousins getting married. You will get new relatives. You will buy new electronic devices, vehicles, long trips can come up. Students, good time to learn new things. But the health is a bit challenging because of Sun, Venus, and Jupiter. So the mouth area, facial area, neck to hand area will be very much triggered due to these planetary transits. Whenever third house is triggered, there will be some kind of healthcare issues. If you are already having any issues or you are a chronic patient for some diseases, then you have to be very careful with this transit. Otherwise, the issues will come and go. You may not even notice it. So this is a very important month for your personal life. I wish you all the best.